Study after study has proven that solopreneurs and entrepreneurs such as yourself get overwhelmed with the concept of content creation. Either you start and then you stop because you just can't keep up with it. Everyone's telling you, oh, you need to be on different social networks and you need to be doing this and you need to be doing video and text and images and blah. And it's just, overwhelming to just keep up with creating content. And the other reason that you might be getting overwhelmed is because of something called analysis paralysis. Just the thought of having to create so much content is overwhelming. And I know because I've been there, and it is something that is very real. So how do you get out of this phase? I'm going to tell you in this episode what you need to do to create less. That's right, create less. You want to keep watching this episode if you have content overwhelm. Hi, it's Salma Jaffrey, and you're watching Content Marketing Tips, the weekly show to watch for non-icky marketing advice that you can implement right away in your business. And today we're all about content creation because it's such a core activity. Every entrepreneur needs to be creating content to attract more business, but we get overwhelmed. It's a very natural phenomena that we get overwhelmed with just the task of creating content all the time. And I'm here to tell you that everyone who says that you need to constantly just be, creating blindly is wrong. You do not need to be constantly creating content to run your business. Okay, so I am giving you permission right now to stop creating. Right? Just stop creating, just take a deep breath, and really figure out your strategy first before you delve into content creation. Now think about this for a minute. From your audience's perspective, they are getting overwhelmed also with all the content that's out there, with all the stuff that's out there. They have blogs to read and videos to watch and Instagram photos to like, so they also, your audience also has overwhelm happening on their end. So what do you need to do to make sure that your stuff stands out? And here's where it gets interesting, because if you just keep producing, the quality of your production is going to go down, right? It's hard to maintain the same level, the same standard if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling stressed about it, right? So what you want to do is take a step back and think about your audience and think that for them to want to watch something, it's got to be really good. It's got to be epic, it's got to be different, it's got to offer them some value that they're not getting from anywhere else. And to do all of that, you need time. You need to put in more effort into content creation, which means that you should create less and promote more, right? So what does creating less mean? It doesn't mean that you should not be creating at all. It just means that you should strategically plan your content to do the one thing that you are best at doing. Do something that comes naturally to you. So maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a text blog, maybe it's a video blog, maybe it's a weekly tip, maybe it's an Instagram, stream of posts. So you need to find that comfort zone of the content that you are comfortable creating and that you can consistently manage on a regular schedule. Now, it's going to be different for everybody, of course, because there are no, hard rules to this. So you need to find that nirvana, as it were, of your content creation frequency. Now, the other part of the equation is promoting more. So what happens is when you have spent dedicated time on creating epic, then you want to promote it. So let's say that if 10 people like what I'm doing, right? If 10 people write to me and say, Salma, this video really helped me, I got a lot of value out of it, and it was really good. If 10 people say that, then maybe 100 people can say that too. Maybe thousands of people can say that, right? So when I create something that helps somebody, then I want to promote it so that it can help the maximum amount of people. I want it to be reached out. I want it to go further, right? So if 10 people are benefiting, why not 1,000 people benefiting from that stuff, right? So when you create less and you create better, you also automatically want to promote it more. It's just natural, and it comes naturally. It's non-icky because you don't feel like you're being fake at all. You're helping people, right? So it sort of balances out, and it takes your business further by being smarter. So here are my 5 reasons for why you should be creating less and promoting more. Creating less frees you up to create better. Promoting great stuff is good for everybody, for you, for your audience, and let's face it, for your bank account. Creating and promoting mediocre stuff helps nobody, not you, not your audience. Creating more frequently may hone your skill, yes, but then you can also decide to just promote selective pieces of content. So you do not have to promote every single piece equally, but you can start to promote your best work and feel proud of that. And finally, less and more are very subjective concepts. Less for me might mean once a week, but for you might mean once a day. And it really all depends on the industry you're in and what you're trying to achieve. So let's wrap this up with talking about content creation not as a goal, right? You should not be seeing that as the end product. Why are you creating content? If you're just creating for the sake of creating, then you're doing it wrong. Your goal has to be something more specific. Maybe it's building trust, maybe it's building loyalty, maybe it's getting subscribers, maybe it's getting more customers, maybe it's building awareness. So whatever your goal is, make sure that your creation efforts match your goal. So here's today's tweet to wrap up this episode. Epic content gives you the confidence to promote it because it's so damn good. So go ahead and tweet that out. And finally, I want to leave you with a great piece of content that I've personally created to help you manage the whole creation and promotion concept. If you want to know more about my creating less, promoting more philosophy, you have got to download my free ebook on the topic called Create Less, Promote More, a field guide to quality content and targeted promotions. It's going to give you all the strategies, the information, the tips, the templates, the case studies that you need to figure out how to create 20% of the content that is going to give you 80% of the amazing results that you really need in your business. And you want to be able to apply all of this and get free from the hassle of the overwhelm of content creation and do more strategic stuff that takes your business further and makes you smarter. And you can download it from my website at the link below, salmajaffrey.com/products. I really hope that you're going to get a lot of value out of this book, and I would love to hear what you think. So please share this episode with just everyone you know and subscribe to my emails. I'm going to send you one video every single week and exclusive stuff that I will only share on email with all of my subscribers. So make sure you are on that list. Catch you next week on Content Marketing Tips.